Even as the Secret Service says that no, Donald Trump did not throw a temper tantrum in the Beast presidential SUV while leaving the Stop the Steal rally, yet another person has come forward to the January 6th committee to corroborate that, yeah, it did in fact happen. And this person happens to be a police officer who was a part of the motorcade at that moment when Donald Trump allegedly lunged at a Secret Service agent, lunged for the steering wheel, and caused quite a commotion inside the Beast. And, as I said, this police officer has told his story to the January 6th Select Committee. So now we have an officer, right? The Metropolitan Police Department right there in Washington, D.C. Part of the motorcade, probably super excited to be a part of the motorcade. And what does he hear? What does he witness firsthand? That entire situation that Cassidy Hutchinson described based on her secondhand knowledge of it, he says that it did happen. So of course this creates even more problems for the Secret Service, even more problems than they're already having, because as we all know, the text messages from the Secret Service in January 5th and January 6th of 2021 have mysteriously disappeared. Now, the Secret Service claims that these text messages disappeared as just part of a routine device migration, but that doesn't even make sense because why would it only be those 2 days in question, right? I mean, if you're gonna have lots of information go missing during a migration, which, by the way, is exceptionally rare anyway, wouldn't it not just pick those 2 days? Or are those the only 2 days we're looking at and we're seeing that there's no text messages? I would like a little bit of clarification here, because that would be a very easy way to determine whether or not the Secret Service is lying. However, to their credit, after being subpoenaed, the Secret Service does say that, hey, whoa, we have the text messages somewhere. Right? They didn't just vanish. They vanished off the devices, sure, because that happens all the time. We got to go and find them from where they originally were. And don't worry, we're on it. We're totally going to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, Ornato and Engel, the two Secret Service agents that were involved in the alleged kerfuffle in the Beast, have gone silent. The January 6th committee, of course, would like to hear from them. They would like to know if they can trust the testimony of Cassidy Hutchinson and now this police officer. So come forward. If you have nothing to hide, Secret Service, why are you hiding? Why are your text messages missing? Why have your officers gone silent after initially publicly denying that any of this took place? Nothing adds up, right? I think that's the big takeaway about this story, is that none of it adds up whatsoever, and all of the parts that aren't adding up are coming from the Secret Service itself. The other people involved, the outside observers, are telling us that this did in fact happen. But of course, it's always important to point out that none of it even matters. Right? We're all being distracted by this whole Secret Service fiasco. I do think the text messages, that's not a distraction. That could easily point to some bad things happening in the agency. But whether or not Donald Trump lunged for the steering wheel in that presidential limo, that's irrelevant to any part of any story ever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the facts of the case. Unless they're going to charge him with assaulting a Secret Service agent, which they're not, then it doesn't even matter. So what's the point in talking about it? To humiliate him? To humiliate the Secret Service? Or perhaps to weed out some of the bad actors within the Secret Service. If that's the case, then yes, I see value to it. If it's just to embarrass Trump, we've got enough of that out there already. He does a good job of it himself, too. So, either tell us that this story is relevant, or let us all move on. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.